because they want that Soros group to get the attention. We need to occupy the controllers of Wall Street, the people that are using the banker bailouts and the Wall Street bailouts to bankrupt this nation. We need to arrest the banker heads, the people that have stolen trillions. We need to claw back the trillions of dollars. We need to, it's just incredible. Again, you mainline conservatives say, cut Social Security, get rid of welfare and all this. But you never want to say get rid of the banker welfare or cut the defense spending. You don't ever want to go after the real issues. You're just as bad as the moron hippies. I'll tell you something. The good news is hippie-type folks are waking up, and so are mainline conservatives. And I've been ranting here for over an hour now. I am angry. I am focused. I can see the move they're engaged in, and it's very simple. I'm going to say it again. Get this out to everybody you know. The globalists through Google and other systems can track mass movements. They admit they can do this. They knew the country was on the edge of revolution. They knew that 3.5 years ago, so they put Obama in as a stalling technique. Then they could also play racial division once people criticize his policies, which were globalist. You criticize Bush, white people defending, thinking, well, he's our white guy, he must be good. Texans defending. Same thing. Obama gets in, well, black folks, well, we don't like him, but we still better defend him, he's black. So they put him in to stall people. The country was on the edge of revolution, like KRS-One says in the Obama deception. Then they put in a black man. They put a black face in the New World Order. Now everybody that was like this is like this, sitting back. And now they're going to come in and say, oh, yeah, it's free market. Raise the taxes. Raise the taxes. What are the bankers calling for 100% of the time? The mega bankers, the big six, are calling for the VAT, the carbon taxes, the sales taxes on the middle class and everybody. The exact same things the university funded, which are banker funded, fools, useful idiots are doing. So you Republicans better grow up and get smart, and so should you so-called liberals. The bankers, the global oligarchs are funding the Occupy Wall Street group, at least the group that's organized and getting the attention. You understand that? We have to go after the real group. We have to go after the power structure. We have to go after the New World Order. We have to identify that it isn't the free market and it isn't people that give folks jobs and invest in America. It's the globalists that shut down our industry and shipped our jobs overseas and gave us a Federal Reserve and got rid of the Glass-Steagall and screwed us to the wall. It's the New World Order. And what's at the head of the New World Order? The Federal Reserve. That's the problem. That's what has to be dealt with. And until that's dealt with, there's no future. Do you got it? Do you understand me? There's no more time to screw around, folks. The republic's going down. Now, I took 2 weeks to analyze this, even though I knew what it was 2 weeks ago. I wanted to make sure. They're going for broke right now. They're giving this fire total oxygen because they want it to go crazy. They're calling it the revolution. This isn't the revolution. This is co-opted crap to turn America into a communist state run by offshore banks that suck the money out. You've been warned, ladies and gentlemen. I know history's happening right now. We're not going to let the bankers flip this to a collectivist state to steal our money. Oh, they're exempt offshore. We're going to get out there and hit as many Federal Reserve offices as we can with the truth. We're going to try to get media attention. We need your help. Get the press releases out. Get the buzz going on Twitter, Facebook. Get this video out to everybody. We're not going to be diverted with a decoy of Wall Street and free market and capitalism. It was all insider crony capitalist garbage that did this, the opposite of free market. The big banksters are pushing all the socialism to steal your money and to collectivize you so you can't start a business and ever crawl up so you can be a peon down in the dirt. All over the world, the globalists use people being poor and poverty to control people so they live in dirt streets with sewage running down the road. The globalist, 2 years ago at Copenhagen, they told the third world, we're going to give you all the West money, sign on to it. But they said, sign the treaty before reading it. They finally got a copy, and it was right at double the taxes on people making $2 a day or less. Right at double, just not quite double. Double the taxes. It was at a death sentence for 1 billion people. That's your liberalism. You people aren't liberal. These are all just terms and names. You think the Nazis are going to show back up in uniforms and little mustaches? They're going to show up going, I'm liberal, I'm trendy. They're going to show up with a bunch of right-wing scum as well. This is 21st century full-spectrum dominance. Just like the Pentagon funds Al-Qaeda and Israel funds it as well, so the British. So they can then have the enemy. The Al-Qaeda boss is CIA. The low-level poor guy blowing himself up doesn't even know it. That is how they operate. That is how they get this done. That is what they're doing. They don't want us to march on them. They want us to march on each other and destroy what's left of a free market and wealth in this country. You like globalism? You like socialism? You like big government? Has it been better for you? They got a bunch of dirty leg hippies out there telling everybody that that's the answer and blaming free market. When we left the free market, when this country had somewhat of a free market, we had 10% growth rates on average from the 1780s until 1913. Look it up. We've had a 3% growth rate since then with massive annual inflation. So we haven't had any growth at all. Since the 60s, the middle class has been disappearing. I want the banker coup to end, and I've actually identified them. They're masters at disguise, masters at camouflage, masters at distracting you. You want to march on Wall Street? We need to march on their masters. We need to march on the insiders, the crony people, the monopoly men. All right, I'm done ranting. Coming up in less than 1 hour, we got a rebroadcast. Some of it's never before heard, some of it's from the InfoWars Nightly News. We did a big fluoride report that was so good Friday, and I'm not sure if Jaron's going to have that on there because I just sprung that on him to put it into the rebroadcast. We got quite a rebroadcast lined up for you, 4 to 6 p.m., and then back tomorrow live, 11 a.m. Central. I'll be here. Obviously, I'm sweating because in the RV, we got to turn the AC off, and I've been on for over an hour, and it's about 9 degrees outside, so I'm starting to cook in here. We're going after the real enemy. I know I keep repeating it. You got to get this out to people. It's not Wall Street and capitalism. It's insiders. It's the big 6 mega banks. They've gotten $27 trillion conservatively. $16.5 trillion was secret. We just learned about it a few months ago. $16+ trillion. The entire GDP isn't even near that every year. My God, that's bigger than the entire budget deficit. This isn't money we owe. We'd be in milk and honey. We have parasites sitting on top of us. It's time to take our republic back and to take our world back. The very same banks that rule us are the ones that rule third world countries and that rule Europe. They're the same ones setting up a financial dictatorship there. They're just calling it outright austerity there and saying they're going to take everything from the Germans. My God. Will Soros and Al Gore and the Rothschilds and all this scum beat us again? They might, because they've got the controlled right that'll play the part of opposition and never tell their audience what's really going on. They'll put on this whole show like they're fighting with each other. Not me. I'm risking my life, folks. But we don't have any future if we don't beat these people. The Fed says they're surveilling all their, quote, enemies. They say they're worried. Well, they better be worried. Okay. I'll see you back live tomorrow, 11 a.m. The retransmission's coming up. And great job to the crew that's up there on Sunday. And again, pray for us driving back on the road and pray for a hedge of protection up around our entire crew, because what we're doing is going right up against the enemy toe-to-toe. Pray for us. Get the word out about what we're doing. It's Occupy the Fed. It's in the Fed. It is Expose the Fed. Get the information at Infowars.com. Get this video when it's posted. Get it out to everybody. I'm Alex Jones signing off. The rest is up to you.
Across the forest, monkey business on his honey.